Okay, so now what we're going to learn is how to actually add to the body of our web page. So we're going to look at headings, paragraphs, line breaks, and horizontal lines. And those are the four main new tags that we're going to focus on today. So the first thing I want to focus on is something called the headings tag. And the heading, you can actually have up to 6 different types of headings ranging from H1 to H6. So this N here isn't really the heading. That N just represents number. So we have our opening and closing heading tags, and remember that N is a number, so here I could put in like H1 and H1, or H2 and closing tag H2. That N just has a number, and they can range from 1 to 6. So we can use headings to kind of highlight different components of our web page, and generally when we do this is the main heading is H1, then the next smallest heading is H2, so on and so forth, all the way through H6. So this is a main tag that you'll use when you need to highlight information or label paragraphs or label images, things like that on your web page. They're headings that are used. The second piece that we're going to use today is we're going to look at paragraph tags. And to be pretty straightforward, this tag's pretty simple. We just have a P that stands for paragraph, and it indicates the start and end of a new paragraph. Now, something that I want you to note is that when you use the paragraph tag, what it does is it inserts a blank line above the new paragraph. So essentially, as it's starting that paragraph, it does a blank line and then starts with the text. So what I'd like you to do just to kind of test this out is I'd like you to type the following code inside of your body tag. So actually type the following in and test out and see what happens. Now I'm going to copy and paste it right in, but I want you to actually type this out, see what happens, and make sure that you really have a strong understanding of those headings and those paragraph tags. So I would pause the video, type it in, test it out, and then you can restart. Okay, so hopefully you put that in there. I'm not actually going to run it myself, so I can make sure that you did run it, but you should have hopefully seen the different sizes of headings. Headings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and along with its comparison to normal paragraph text. So hopefully you have an idea of where these various headings will in fact be helpful. So you can delete that code on out. We're not actually going to type that in and run it together, but we're now going to move on and finish that Campus Tutoring Center homepage website. So delete out that code, and what we're going to do now is we're going to add in the actual headings and paragraphs for the Campus Tutoring Center. So what I need you to do is type in the following. So we have H1 says will be open soon. Then we close off that H1 tag. And then you'll do the same thing with this paragraph of information. Remember, you do have to actually type this in yourself because I'm actually going to be checking to see that you have this at the end of the unit. So you'll type in that paragraph and you'll have all of that information in. When you are done, it will look something like this. So if you need a reminder of how to run your program in a browser window, click on Run. Make sure that your web page is saved, and then you can run it in Chrome and you'll see it. So you should type this in first, and then when you're done, you can unpause the video, but you should be typing in your one heading and a paragraph. Okay, now that you've got this piece in, I'd like you to next try and add in a line break tag and actually see what it does. So we're going to add these in. We have the break tag, and it inserts a line break at the point where the tag appears. So in order for you to actually see what I mean by this, I want you to actually add some break tags in. So I want you to add in this break tag. Notice that it's just one tag. It's not a closing and an opening to a break. It's just wherever this line is, we open it up and we close the tag in one singular tag. And that is just where a break is actually going to occur. So I'm going to place a break tag in a variety of places. I'm going to place one in the middle of Isabel. I'm then going to place one, let's see, in the middle of effort. So let's find where effort is. Okay. I'm then going to place one inside of campus. I'm then going to place one inside of successful. And I'm going to place one inside of appointment. Now, if I save my program and I actually run it, what I see is that everywhere I had a break tag, it's basically like pressing enter. The enter goes down here. After effort, the enter goes down here. In the middle of campus, it goes down here. After the E, it goes down here. After the P, it goes down here. So you can see that wherever we have that break tag, it's like pressing enter in the middle of a paragraph. Now, if we didn't like that, we can easily fix that by just taking those break tags out. So it's a pretty easy fix. We just take the break tags on out. It will undo those enters as if they were never there. And if I save my website again and I run it, lo and behold, those breaks are gone. So now you have a good idea of what that break tag actually does. So from here, you are done with this particular video. The next video will actually help you expand this website just a little bit further. It'll teach you how to add in those horizontal lines, how to add in a list, how to add in a couple of different other items. So we have a couple more lessons to go, but now you should know how to add in those headings, how to add in the break tag, and how to add in paragraphs tags.